In this episode of New York State, You're Great, we'll show you the hiking trails and bubbling springs at the Queen of Spas, Saratoga Spa State Park in Saratoga Springs, New York.
So grab your trusty water bottle and join us to find out what's so great about Saratoga Spa State Park.
Hi, I'm Amy.
And I'm Laura.
And this is New York State, You're Great.
Today we're heading to Saratoga Springs, New York for a look at Saratoga Spa State Park.
The story of Saratoga Spa goes back before European colonization of the area. The Mohawk people believed the springs could heal and protected them as sacred. The name Saratoga is actually a distortion of the name the Mohawk gave the area, Saratoga, which is said to mean the hillside country of the quiet river.
In the 1700s, colonizers began to move in and took notice of the waters. And a century and a half later, the rich and famous flocked to Saratoga Springs, known by then as the Queen of Spas, to drink and bathe in the mineral waters as a trendy health treatment.
Saratoga grew more and more popular, and under President Roosevelt, the area was developed as a tourist destination in the 1930s. The buildings and landscape malls were built in the style of European spas.
Over the decades, the park added more attractions. Today, Saratoga Spa State Park is a National Historic Landmark featuring classical architecture and an array of cultural, recreational, and aesthetic resources.
Cultural venues include SPAC, or the Saratoga Performing Arts Center, the Spa Little Theater, the National Museum of Dance, the Saratoga Automobile Museum, the Gideon Putnam Resort, and Roosevelt Baths and Spa, where you can immerse yourself in the mineral waters. SPAC is one of our favorite venues out here.
There's so many concerts that I've been to here. I grew up not too far away from Saratoga, so I saw a lot of people here in my childhood. Debbie Gibson, New Kids on the Block, Boys to Men, Phil Collins, Chicago, James Taylor, which was like one of the best shows ever. He played so long and he came back out for like 5 encores. I think the concert was like 3 hours long. It was so great. Crosby, Stills and Nash. I've seen the ballet here a number of times. Yeah, a lot of different concerts. This walkway here is kind of the entranceway to SPAC, the Saratoga Performing Arts Center. The gate is here, and then you walk over this bridge to get to the building, which is over here. But it's great because it's always a beautiful way to come into the event center, because you've got the woods, the pine trees, you've got this creek down below. It's really gorgeous. I've always loved it.
In the Creekside Classroom, a year-round environmental education center, park staff lead programs such as hikes, snowshoe walks, school field trips, and tours.
This park has not one but 2 golf courses too, a championship 18-hole course and a 9-hole course, as well as a pro shop and restaurant.
There are also picnic areas, low-key trails for casual walkers, and certified running courses for athletes. In the winter, you can try your hand at cross-country skiing, ice skating, or hockey.
And if you want to experience the healing mineral waters for yourself, visit the Peerless Pool Complex, which is open in the summer and offers multiple mineral pools, including one with a 19-foot double slide, as well as a children's wading pool and fountain.
You can also visit the historic Victoria Pool, which is smaller but surrounded by classical arches.
With more than a dozen miles of trails within the boundaries of the park, we had to get out for a hike. The most popular trail is the Geyser Trail, which is 2.9 miles long and goes past or at least near all of the park's open springs. But you don't have to hike the full distance to see several of the springs.
The Arunda Spring that we just saw, it actually flows down behind me here into the Geyser Creek. And the mound that's back there is actually from that spring. It's called Tufa, and it's just mineral deposits. So it's this huge bank of mineral deposits that has formed a kind of little mountain. And because people have walked on it, it's sort of created its own little trail over the Tufa Mound as well. So it's pretty cool.
If you're wondering about accessibility, there are many paved pathways and roads within the park that are suitable for wheelchair users or those with mobility concerns. Paved lots throughout the park have designated accessible parking spaces.
And here's a tip, some of the best mineral springs in the park are visible right from your car. Others are set back into the woods just a few hundred yards. We even tasted some of the healing mineral waters from one of the popular springs.
So here's our
mineral water from the spring here at Saratoga Spa State Park.
This is the State Seal Spring. It's the freshest spring and the most popular. People come and fill up tons and tons of jugs daily for their drinking water. So it's supposed to be really good.
Here we go, we're gonna taste it. Yeah, it's good, it's cold. Doesn't have that sulfur smell that you get from a lot of the springs around here.
Nope. Yeah, and there's not really much of a mineral taste to it.
Yeah, it tastes good.
No, it's very fresh. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. Hey, Lisa.
There's tons of people out today because it's been so terrible and we've had no sunshine. So there are a lot of people out today, lots of families, lots of people walking their dogs, just enjoying the fresh air.
Yeah, it's really nice to see so many people out.
Even though it's not the prime ideal time to be filming this episode, it also does reflect just how it is in upstate New York during these weird winters when we have sort of fluctuating temperatures, and just seeing everyone outside and enjoying it no matter what. Ice, slush, mud. People are still enjoying themselves and getting out there, so it's nice to see.
Yeah, absolutely.
So here's what makes Saratoga Spa State Park so great. 1. Ample recreation opportunities, hiking and running, golf, swimming, ice skating, cross-country skiing, and more.
2. Multiple geysers and mineral springs.
3. World-class performing arts venues and museums.
4. Gorgeous classical architecture.
5. Environmental education opportunities.
6. And if you visit in the winter, it's free. They collect a vehicle entry fee only between May and October.
To start planning your trip to Saratoga, check out the information in our video description.
And while you're here, please like this video and subscribe to our channel so you can find out more about what makes New York State so great.